Hi there, previously we worked on such interesting chassis for off-road truck with advanced links. Full interior plastic kit from such a box that can be built as a single kit or as a part of, for example, winter diorama, which would be great decision. Our today's small task finish rest part of this kit, this model, German Raupenschlepper Ost in 1:35 scale. I mean the raw left cabin and body parts. Let's start with the cabin. I added here a plank and we need to install several more details like extinguisher and some other details. This kit is highly detailed. Engine enters cabin from the bottom side, so we have here bulkheads around the engine, but we can see here some interesting details as well, like this pipe for fuel tank, so we can refuel our truck directly from the cabin, which cool in military conditions, but in real life it's not cool due to fuel smell. So step by step we installing coverage around the engine. As a result, such interior, as we see, this construction about the engine takes a lot of space here, so actually not so many place for crew member. Now we can install pedals and several more details, like these control levers. Set details would be totally visible if you decided to left doors open in this cabin. Okay, this section almost completed, except seats, which I think better to paint separately. As for now, let's go to front panel of the cabin. I added here several details. Also, as a separate detail, we have roof. Front side perfectly goes to main section of the cabin, and it's okay, even without a glue, so it is possible to disassemble it later. And as for roof, from the rear side I fixed it with the modeling tape. That connection seam could be here, it wasn't real. And from the front side I think we have to glue these parts together, this roof and front side, and then provide here small amount of putty. Hopefully no issues with details connection here. Now we can disassemble these parts of the cabin, explore seats connection, they are okay. And yes, it's better to connect them later. By the way, there are several details on the rear side of the cabin. Some instruments and several more details we'll install later. As for hood, there are two optional details with such plastic mesh or with additional protection. Also there are two options. You can assemble this hood in open or closed position. So I'll take hood with additional protection and assemble it in a closed position. For better connection, I think it's better to remove hinges from the both sides of these parts. Now we received more precise connection, and as for doors, there are also options with assembling. And we have to add here inner panel and smaller details as well from both sides. Before doors will take their place, it's better to apply putty on the top of the roof. I cover the nearest surfaces with the modeling tape for more clear and precise work. With the putty, I'm going to sand it next day. Meanwhile, added rest of the details on the rear side, including in-box metallic details and additional wire, which goes to fuel tank according to instruction, but the wire itself you have to provide somewhere else, find it in your stockpiles. Yep, as for sanding process, this is putty from Mr. Hobby, and in this case I decided to use 3 different sandpapers with a grit of 300, then 600 and in the end 1000. And it's better to use here water. Well, it takes I think up to 10 minutes to sand that cap properly. and I hope it would be perfect under the layer of primer, but who knows. Now we can glue doors only from the front and top sides, because we want to dismount the doors later together with roof and front panel and paint them separately from the interior section of the cabin. And in the end we can install metallic or plastic windscreen wipers. They are also optional. Yes, this kit has a lot of options during assembling process, and that's great. As for glasses, I analyzed them and I think that would be okay if I install them in the end of this project after the painting works. So now we can test cabin installation to our chassis, which was assembled in previous episode. I also added there additional wires from the fuel tank, and in the end I have to adjust that wires together. So instruction tells us in the case of closed hood to avoid installation of that box under the hood and that nearby pipes. But I decided to leave them, and I think it would be possible to install cabin with no issues here. Well, not the easiest connection, you have to correct some parts during installation, but in the end connection is good. We only have to press details together during the gluing process for better connection. So I could say the most difficult part of this kit after the work with the frame and chassis parts now completed. And there is the easiest stage left, body assembling. We have highly detailed bottom section with several more details that provides connection between this cargo platform and frame section. Next we can do these big panels, which also could be assembled in opened or closed position. As I'm going to use canvas here, we fix that details in vertical position. Rear side has metallic handlers for rear light, small details from different materials, so super glue gel helps here a lot to connect the details properly. And we have here jack as well. And we finished this highly detailed platform, and we can leave as it is and it would be great, or go forward for additional assembling process. We want to put here fine in-box canvas. It consists from several big details which we can easily and fast connect together. Canvas has nice relief, so it looks quite realistic out of the box, but there are several gaps on the top. I think we have to apply there a small amount of putty in the same way as we did with the cabin. And it's almost ready. We have here two additional elements for connection from inner sides to the body, and we have here locks that casted together with the canvas parts, and if we want to use this canvas we have to remove that locks from the wooden section. And the main thing here, that connection between these both parts is very good, and you don't need any additional upgrades here to improve these details. They're great from the box. One more detail for canvas is this piece of material in wrapped position. So we finished it, and totally 3 options available here. This platform in opened or closed position, or even with the canvas. And I added here one barrel from Tamiya, why not? I think I will glue it in the end, just to imitate a small amount of cargo inside this body. Brilliant, yep. And yes, it would be difficult to paint interior section over there in a connected state, so it's better to connect that canvas to the body later. As a good case might be another variation of this RSO from MiniArt with a filled kitchen inside the wooden body, or you can simply use additional stuff, additional cargo materials to insert them inside this platform, or use some stuff from yourself. And what about connection between this platform and the frame? Connection is quite good, but we have to glue it because it's unstable. Also, if you don't use additional track links, you can insert them on this plank, something like that. So what we received on this stage? Well, we completed assembling process totally except transparent details. We do it during painting works, and such a small and highly detailed off-road truck, which looks great. Nothing extremely difficult there during the building process, but maybe there would be some issues or inconvenient moments during the painting works, well, as usual with the interior kits. So additionally there was used small amount of modeling putty, additional metallic wires and a barrel. All other stuff was totally used from the box. By the way, as for me, this kit looks a little bit in kinda post-apocalyptic style with such caterpillars. Okay, I think that's all for today. Hope you enjoy and see you next time during the painting works or with another project. Bye!